This is the Tri-State Time Machine, brought to you by Alex R. White, PLLC, at SueDistractedDriver.com. Each week, your host, Vanessa Hankins, and her guests share memories and stories about the past, the present, and the future of the Tri-State area. That's West Virginia, Kentucky, and the Ohio areas. If you used to live here, or you currently live here, you're going to catch yourself saying out loud, "Wow, I remember that." Now, here's Vanessa.
Hey guys, it's Vanessa, and welcome back to Tri-State Time Machine. As always, my trusty co-host, Jason's here. Hey, Jason.
Hello, everybody. How are you today?
I've had a busy, crazy day. We were just talking about it before we went on air about how crazy my day was. I bounced around all over the place. It's back to school. It's all the things. If you're listening at home, we're like the chaos of school starting in Cabell County, and then a week later it's Wayne County. So Miss Vanessa has been in school mode all day today and went back into mommy mode full throttle for volleyball and open house. So
that's right.
It's been a day. But I'm excited to be here because we've wanted this guest on for quite some time.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, listen, the whole Tri-State, I know you're going to know who our next guest is. I want to introduce you to Corduroy Brown. How are you, sir?
Hey, good to see you guys. Good to be here in the time machine. I'm in here. We're
here.
here.
In the time
It's
machine.
a fun vibe in here, right?
Yeah.
It's funny because no one at home, I don't think anyone's seen the studio, so I forget that no one knows what this is.
Let your imagination just roll.
It's a vibe, guys. Just saying. All right, I think we're just going to jump right in. What is the story behind the name Corduroy Brown?
I knew that was going to be on here.
It's always got to be the first one, you know.
It is. So I don't have an answer for this yet, and I never have had a good answer for this. So I tell everyone who asks me that, because that's always on the list. If you can come up with a cool story, I'll use it forever. I don't have a cool story. It just is what it is. And if anyone listening wants to message me, or if you guys just get a random 2 a.m. thought.
It must be your favorite pants.
It could be, but
That's not the case, though, right?
I feel like, well, no, in the summer, it turns out that corduroy is very warm.
It's very warm.
So,
it's very warm.
So in the winter, I'm in great shape. But summertime, wearing corduroy is a little tricky. So, but no, I need a cool story. So if anyone wants to send me a message and say, hey, the reason you're called Corduroy Brown is this, I will go with it because I don't have one.
Well, and it's funny, and you guys, the reason I had to ask this question, I didn't think of the amounts of people that probably do ask you that, is I grew up knowing him as Alan Brown. He went to school with my little brother and my little sister. Okay. So it's funny for me to look at you and be like, Corduroy of Alan.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and obviously, it's a name that I can't forget because I was married to an Alan.
I got you.
So it's I think of it in that way.
So let me ask you, when did you first realize music was really going to be more than a hobby for you?
I grew up in church a lot, and every Sunday, Mom was like, all right, we're going to church.
Yeah.
And, there's not really many, there's a few musical people in my family, but it wasn't like we were all sitting around the porch picking guitars and stuff. Like my uncle played, I think, saxophone. My mom's mom, my grandma played piano, but she passed before I even got to really be old enough to experience that.
So a few musically inclined, but not the whole playing, picking together.
It wasn't like some people their granddaddy, they'd sit on the porch and play.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I don't know. And but I always loved music, and I'd always listen to the different parts of the harmony and the choir, and I always found myself gravitating towards that. And I guess to shorten up the story, because I could talk you guys off for about 48 days, but my mom got me a Fender guitar from Mac and Dave's.
Yes.
That is no
Dave's,
longer in business though.
We have that episode. Go
okay.
back and check it out.
I won't say what I won't say what I want to say then. But Mom may have paid too much for the guitar, and
I'm sure.
There's that. So, but regardless, my mom got me a Fender CD60 guitar. It was black, and that was in maybe 16 or 17, and music, it's like once it bites into you, you can never let it go. And I don't know that there was a point where I'm like, okay, we're going to do music for money, and we're going to do, I'm not being rich off music, I promise you that, but it's I don't know, there's just something that once it's in you, it's just in you, and you get to just do it, and you can't stop, and you're always like, okay, what can I do next, and what do I want to do, and what if we did this, and you just, I don't know, I'm going on a rampant right now, but it's just like...
I totally, and I'm right in it with you because we just had this conversation. We went, as I said in the beginning, we went to open house tonight, and my daughter plays clarinet. So she's like, oh, I only need to see Miss Hall. I'm like, which one's Miss Hall again? choir. And I said, choir? You're not even in choir. She was like, the choir room, Mom, because that's the previous, you know. So I was like, okay, I make the connection now. I know which one's Miss Holland. I said, that's the only one you want to talk to? She's like, yeah, she's the only one that matters. So we go in, and I just watching their connection and her being so proud of Carly as a student, and, you know, us talking and catching up. It really resonated with me when you were talking about that, because she just came by it naturally. You could give me 70 YouTube videos, a tutorial right in front of my face. I still probably couldn't make a sound. So it's just really cool that, you, like you said, once it's in you, and it just comes naturally. And I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
I'm glad you were able to take that and run.
Thank you. And I feel so blessed that anyone cares at all. I mean, even that we're just here talking about this blows me away. And the fact that even today I was telling you, someone at Walmart was like, can I get a picture with you? I'm like, really? Like, yeah. Like, and that's the cool part. You know, that's like the ego part of it all. It's like, that feels really good. But I mean, like, I don't know, there's a music side and there's a business side, and all of it, I just find myself like, I want to learn more. Give me more. Let me try it. Let me do this.
Just immerse yourself in it. I love it. You've cited in the public before that you like artists like Flyleaf, Sia, Dave Matthews. What's something unexpected that you've learned from these genres of music?
Yeah, so Flyleaf was, you know, alternative rock back in the early 2000s. That's like the stuff I cut my teeth on back in the day, turning an amp up, you know, above my parents' house and was shaking the walls with, you know, being a really annoying teenager playing really loud. But I love music when people will just be unauthentically themselves. Like, there's so many, even now, there's so many trends. Everyone wants to be the next Tyler Childers, or everyone wants to be the next whatever.
Right. Absolutely.
And it's like bands like Paramore and Flyleaf and a band called Houndmouth that I really love. And just, I could go on. There are bands that just write authentically to themselves.
Absolutely.
And the trends will always change. There'll always be some new fashion trend, or even recycled fashion trends, or music, whatever. But it's like when people write from real experiences, it's authentic. And I think I was drawn to that type of music, and just anyone who felt like they weren't just doing a cookie cutter thing.
Absolutely.
Like, I've always been drawn to authenticity, and I try to be as authentic with my own music, because, I mean, you have to perform those songs every night.
Right.
I don't, and that's, yeah. And like, don't get me wrong, there's a business side to music, and I don't have any one-hit wonders or big songs yet, but I mean, keyword yet.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
There's a formula to it. And, you know, you could write a formula song and be a huge pop song, but then you have to perform it for the rest of your life. You don't care about it.
You have to be
so I want to make sure I mean what I'm saying.
Right.
Absolutely. I love that, because, and no offense to boy bands, but I always imagine, you know, they've been doing these coming back tours, and I'm just thinking, you know, these guys are now in late 40s, early 50s, and they're singing Baby Bye 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 over and over again.
Yeah.
How annoying that must be, you know? So I love that. That's awesome.
I'll go back. I'll go a little bit deeper with that. And one of my favorite all-time albums, the American Idiot album from Green Day, 2004.
Yeah.
I was listening to it on the way here, by the way. That is 20 years old this year.
I know,
or as of last year, rather.
Yes, I
and
just had my 20-year high school reunion.
Really?
It's
but I went and saw them for the first time in Pittsburgh last year. And they slam it just like it was just out.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. They wrote an album they felt convicted by.
Yes.
They're in their 50s, and they are out there putting on a show.
Yes.
And
still loving it.
Yeah.
And that's the difference in, like, those tours that I was talking about. They look miserable. They do not look like they're having a good time. They look like their bodies hurt. They don't look like it's enjoyable, you know? But I get that. I love that.
That's on the deeper side. At the end of the day, you know, if you get to play music and you're getting paid for it and you get to perform it for people and anyone cares, that's the win, truly. So
absolutely.
But if you can care about it, that's even more.
Absolutely.
So to me, your music obviously feels both nostalgic, fresh, all that kind of stuff. What role does nostalgia play in your writing?
I mean, I'm a 90s kid, so you're going to hear, everyone says, man, you guys sound like the Counting Crows. I hear that. That is,
you really do.
Everyone says that.
I've never made that connection, but you do.
Everyone says that. And I was like, well, that makes sense, because that's what I grew up listening to, you know,
roots,
Q100 on the way to daycare.
Absolutely.
You know, like going to South Point Elementary School, like, you know, listen to Battle of the Sexes and, you know, all the.
Or when you could call in on your birthday.
Yes, like, for sure. So, I mean, you grow up with whatever you hear the most, and I'm kind of a product of my timeline. You know, it's going to sound like those 90s, 2000s bands, and I'm not mad about it.
And maybe that's why I'm over here 40 in the car. All I know, you know, go getting into it, because it is. You fall into it, and we really enjoy it. So we're thankful.
Thank you for listening.
Yes, you're welcome.
Definitely.
What has been the biggest shift in your worldview since your near-death experience?
So, I mean, obviously during COVID, it was pretty wild because it was just scary as a human in general with that going on. And I was working at a TV station at the time too. So you're like following it in like real time and like you're seeing every update. And you don't think stuff will happen to you, but then, you end up like at 30 years old, literally dead. And they bring you back from a ventilator and then put on life support and all these things. And I think what I learned most is like how much time we waste.
Absolutely.
And I go through this, I'm not kidding, every single day where I struggle with this, like, I mean, every day. I don't want to say I struggle with it, but it's always in the back of my mind of like, okay, we're going to die one day. Nothing matters. It's just relax. And then it's like, we're going to die one day. Come on. What are you waiting on? What are we doing? Come on. What are you talking about? We have to do it. We have to do it. And I go back, I wrestle with that every single day. And I don't know. That's how I've shifted. Like, I guess maybe more personally than a worldview, but on a more outward level, is like no one has anything figured out, and we're chasing the wrong things. We're chasing possessions, and the only thing that you can only spend time. You don't get it back.
That's right.
That's the only thing you can't get back in return.
Yeah.
And
we're going to church today.
We're going to take it there.
I think about it. You know me. I'm into deep thought all the time.
It
might be 3 a.m. and I'm thinking the same thing.
Yes.
It's just, I just wish that, I don't want everyone to have to go through an experience like that, because it was as grateful that I am, and the amount, like it blew me away, because when I got back home, there was literally a parade route at my parents' house, and the news cameras were there, and like, you know what I mean? Like the amount of people that just, they raised so much money to cover hospital. It was the most insane thing I've ever, I'm like, for me? Like, that blew me away.
It's a beautiful thing that community shows up the way they do.
Yeah.
I think
But
is what makes me so thankful about Appalachia.
Good people are good to people. That's what it comes down to.
Yes.
And things like that really show you, like, man, there's a lot of really good people out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because the world makes you want to try to believe something different. But this is the real people. This is the real world that we live in. Yeah.
I wish we could all just do more good things. Like, there's so much to exist outside of your phone screens.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I have my phone sitting at me right now, and it's like there's so much good in the world if you want to look for it. Just like there's so much bad too.
Oh. Absolutely. It is. You see what you're looking for.
So, kind of going off that, how do you take care of your mental health now, especially on the road during busy creative periods? You know, that stuff gets so hectic and kind of out of control. So, how do you kind of wrap that?
Yeah, you forget to be a human. You're always looking ahead for the next thing, and not for like the next bigger thing, even though that's part of it. But just like, okay, we have to load in this day, we have to do this. Okay, we have to get here, we have to get to the Airbnb by this time. Blah 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 blah. Sound check the next day. We need to get in contact with this person. You kind of forget to like breathe for a minute. So it does get hectic. And what I've been doing more than anything is I'm doing a whole like fitness regimen of diet where I track all the stuff that I eat. I have goals that I'm supposed to meet. Did I meet them today? No, not yet. I might have had some pizza, but it's fine. There's flexibility in there. But then also there's like a piece of gratitude in that whole app thing that I use. So if I'm taking care of my body, it takes care of my head, and if I take care of my head, it takes care of my body. So I take medicine every single day to help me not feel like, crawling under the sheets every single day. So if you take time to slow down, which is most important, to go back to your question on the road, you have to slow down and just appreciate it. And you get to do something. Your body works. Like my lungs have air in them so that I can sing these songs. Or I met that person. They said, "Hey, your song really helped me get out of a dark place." Like, you just have to slow down on the road. You're always on an agenda and a clock. You just got to slow down. I'm still learning how to do that.
It's very hard.
I was going to say that's a battle. Yeah, it absolutely is.
I think even just every day.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, as our listeners can tell, those of them that are meeting you or hearing you, for the first time in this way, you are very well known for being very vulnerable in your music. Was that always something that you were prior to your accident, or I guess not accident, your sickness, or was that something that came following?
No, I mean, I've always just wanted, again, going back to being honest and like authentic in the music, like, I didn't write songs just to be like, hey guys, take care of your mental health. It was just like, I wrote from personal experience of like, is it my passion and the thing that I love, and why do I even want to be alive? That's a song called Medicine.
Yeah.
It was literally asking, is it my dreams and ambitions keeping me alive, or is it the medicine I have to take, or is it anything? What's actually, I'm just writing because that's just what I'm doing. And everyone was like, are you going to write a COVID song? I'm like, no. Like, and the
We're
one
gonna
that,
talk about that.
yeah, and the one that came from it was like very dark even. So,
Right.
and it's not even really, I don't even know if I want to release it, but it I don't know. I mean, I feel like now I have a little bit of a platform to say I could help people, and that's all I could really hope to do. And that's what I try to do now more than anything. I feel like the universe has given me this route to say, hey man, your music means a lot to somebody. Keep doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So
For sure.
this is kind of out of left field, but being someone who loves to write, I'm just curious about your process. Is it you just can't get it off your mind kind of thing, so you put it to paper, or does it start out as poetry, and then this is kind of catchy. Let me see if I can get a hook. How does that work for you?
If you go through my phone, you will see me humming a million ideas into my phone anytime. They'll just come out of left field, whether it's a melody or a bass line. The song "Doing My Best," that bass line was the first thing that came from that song. Then "Doing My Best" randomly just hit me. I was like, okay, that's kind of okay, whatever. I'll put it away, and then I'll go through my phone and see if I labeled anything or gave it a title, or if it's anything coherent, I'll keep it, and I'll just kill everything else because it's like just
so
a
many
mess.
thoughts. Yeah.
But sometimes the instrumentation comes first, and sometimes there's lyrics that don't have any instrumentation. It just I don't know. There's not a formula. It's just sometimes it sticks.
When the music's there, it's there.
Yeah.
So when let's say you're stuck creatively, how do you break through that wall? What works best for you?
I can only write when I'm happy. I can't write when I'm sad.
Okay.
Because I feel like you can look, if you're in a deep, dark period, I'm not worth anything at that point. I'm a
Right.
sack of potatoes.
I'm in the bed, covers on, air conditioning turned as low as it'll go.
Yep. And so if I can write, I generally only write when I'm happy. And I can say, oh, that's why I felt that way.
You know what's
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I'm sure that can help bring you out. Looking back on your music, you may be in a dark spot and listen to one of your songs that helps bring you back out of that and say, hey, I've been there before.
Yeah.
That's good
Yeah.
stuff.
It's
I like
interesting
that.
to hear
Yeah.
songs when you, like, the first album, actually, when we're recording this, is 4 years old today, the Let Me Know album.
Congratulations
And
on
I saw that, and I was like, holy cow, where this? So I went back and
Yeah.
listened to it, and I was
Yeah.
like, man, okay, I'm a different human.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
chapter.
Like, that's wild to think about. And the songs that what I wrote about then, the songs mean something completely different
Not
now.
resonating the same, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really neat how the process works.
Just growing.
Yeah, just the growth, yeah. So, and this is a really personal question, I think, in a way. How does it feel to share such your personal lyrics or thoughts with your whole community?
Sometimes it scares you in a little bit, because I think it scared me, like, sharing it with my family more than anything, because if
I get that.
you're sharing, like, I shared stories of self-harm, and even on the new album that we're working on, I drop a big F-bomb on there, and
I'm known for those.
yeah. This one's uncensored for sure, and it's out there. It's the
Yes.
first lyric of the song. It's the
I
first
love it.
line,
I love
and
it.
so those, I don't know, like, you get more nervous to share it with your family, I think, than anything, but like sharing it with, like, the guys and stuff, like, they'll be like, what are you talking about when you say that? I'm like, has a bad time, fellas.
Bad time, yeah.
So, but nervous to share it, not so much, but to people who are really close to me, I feel like I owe them at least an explanation.
I get that.
Like,
That makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
like, don't be alarmed when you hear this. I don't feel the way that this song is out right now. So.
Right. I get that. And that's a constant battle. Mental health it's a strong thought, conversation, way of life in our family. So we have a lot of those deep talks about what do we owe other people as humans when we have these big feelings. So
Yeah.
We bring it up a lot on here. We're
do,
very good
yeah.
about opening up about, survival and emotion and just how things good, bad, and ugly. And
yes.
we've tried to do a good job even with one thing, men's mental health. A lot of people kind of steer from
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Listen, it's real. And
Yeah.
we've had a lot of guests on here. They're like, man, I'm glad you brought that up because here's where I'm at.
Yeah,
and
man.
it just opens it up. So it is good to talk about these things.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm an open book on that stuff. I mean, I went to therapy in 2017 for the first time, and started taking medicine
Beautiful,
then, and
isn't
still
it?
go. And yeah, and it just makes sense. Like, luckily, like, I feel grateful to be able to afford it and everything. And I wish it was so affordable for everybody. I wish people weren't so afraid of it. And,
Yes.
like, it's so helpful.
Absolutely.
So what's been your favorite venue? I mean, obviously you've got to play 4 years, that it's been major. What's been your favorite place to play in Appalachia?
That's a great question. I have to, by default, it's in Kentucky.
Okay.
It's probably the Burl in Kentucky.
Because the Burl is awesome.
The Burl is awesome.
Awesome.
The Burl is pretty daggone
And
cool.
if you don't know where it is, you could literally blink and miss it.
Yes.
And that's part of why it's so amazing.
There was this time in Inez, Kentucky, though. It was called the Appalachian Artist Festival, maybe. It's in Inez, which is out in the sticks.
Out in the sticks, yeah.
And we were talking about this with the guys over there. We had the time of our lives last year out and way the heck out there, Inez, Kentucky. People came to the front of the stage. We were dancing, having a blast.
Love it.
Half the people didn't know who we were, but they were just feeling good. And we just had,
I just love live music.
That's the vibe of live music. It really is.
It brings out that joy in humans. It's just, it's a wonderful
We talk
thing.
about that. We have a group, we go to the Loud all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's live, and you can just tell there's such a different feel and vibe to that compared to just, going and seeing a big concert or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just way different.
Any venue under 1,000 capacity is perfect.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So I'm going to fangirl here for a minute. This isn't even written down.
Okay.
What was it like to work with Kindred Valley?
Oh, Kindred Valley, my people. Yeah, they're sweeties, and I truly consider them angels on the earth. And to know, their parents and stuff, too, it just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And you'll never meet a group so humble. You'll never meet a group so, excited, and, they truly brighten. There's, a glow around everyone in Kindred Valley. And, I was kind of nervous myself. I was like,
yeah.
I want to get you guys on the song. What do you guys think of this? And they're like, yeah, dude. I was like, really? And they're, yeah. So the song Cross Your Mind.
Great song.
Wanted to have Blake and Rachel and Noah play banjo on it and stuff like that. And I knew that I wanted their harmonies and their sweet touch. Because I feel like some corduroy stuff is neat and pretty. But Kindred Valley is neat and polished and beautiful.
Always.
And so it helps smooth us out a little bit because they know what they're doing. So they know what's going on.
That's awesome.
It was a blessing to work with them.
That's so awesome.
That's great.
I truly think they'll be the next band from Huntington to make it gigantically big.
We're very excited because they announced today there's my husband's going to be so mad at me for this because he says I never keep up with them, but they just announced another festival at Ace, and Kindred Valley is one of the headliners.
Nice, that's great.
We're really stoked, and it's going to be, I think, October 10th and 11th. We try to tell everybody at home about things that are going on and happening, so on next episode, I'll make sure I get that out to you guys.
Ace is such a cool place. They have so much good music.
Yeah.
It really is awesome, and the camping facilities are wonderful.
Yeah.
You'll never meet kinder people and then these kind of festivals. So it's just always a good time. You guys know that we love music, so. How has the Huntington music scene changed since you started performing originally? Because, a lot of places have shut down that used to have, stages and, the bars and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm a middle child of it all. So,
I could see that.
whenever, Tyler and Ona and all them cats were, doing their rise, I wasn't really in the music scene yet. I was more of a consumer and, supporting art. Not that I'm not supporting now, but, just a general fan.
For sure.
And then, they blow up and move. And then now I feel like I'm in, I've seen bands like that. I've been around long enough in the area to see bands like that blow up, but I also get to see bands that are starting up, like Kindred Valley. I mean, they've been going for a little bit, but holy cow.
They're wonderful.
The scene is I feel like it's coming back, though. Not that it ever left, but it just seems like there's this new, upcropping of...
It's got like a new breath of life in it.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
And it's just so cool to see from watching Tyler and them, and all them cats. I keep saying that there's more than that, but it's just cool to see it from both ends. The people who've made it super big and the people who are, grinding it out, and then, people who are, coming up.
Well, I was going to say, and then you've got, someone like Arlo that's, right on the cusp, but, they can't quite get the mental health stuff right, and, things like that. So I totally, I get that 100%.
It's cool to see it. Huntington has a lot to offer. When you go on the road, people oh, yeah, we've been trying to get to the Loud, or the V Club, whatever.
Yeah.
We've been trying to play there. I'm like, you should come do it.
Yeah, keep trying. We want you here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's it's a fun night out. We love it.
It always is.
So shout out to Patrick. You have a great location. We love it.
So what advice would you give to someone just kind of starting out in a small town music scene like this, or even smaller?
Right, make the sounds that you want to make. Make the noises and sounds and words and things that you want to make.
Right.
The key word is you. I was telling someone the other day, art is good and music is good when it be not for any other reason other than it comes from you. That makes it good.
100%.
there will be, sure, again, going back to what we're saying, formulaic things to get put on the radio.
That's right.
Yep.
But anyone can write those songs. And the people who are performing in like Jelly Roll and stuff, he ain't writing them songs. No offense, whatever. Do your
Yeah.
thing. Good for you, dude. That's
I
great.
get that.
But like, realistically, let's all be real. Like, the chances of people making it, quote, I'm air quoting big time, making it big, what are the chances? So just make the music that you want to make.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Like, there's such a journey to be made. Like, even if we never make it huge or whatever, even if I have to stop playing music tomorrow, this time that we get to spend on the road with the guys and working with other bands and meeting people and fans and whatever, I would be so thrilled. And it's so worth it just for that life experience.
Yeah.
Just make the sound that you want to make.
I think it's like that in life, period. I think you got to take those chances. I mean, you think about the originalities and things. If those people didn't take a chance, we would have not conquered a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Music industry is very similar. I mean, that next big thing, that next new sound, and you're like, oh my gosh, now that's real, you know.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, man.
So how do you stay rooted in where you're from while still pushing yourself artistically?
That's a good question, actually.
Thank you.
It's a really good question. I think just being humble, like, because I feel like Appalachia is humble just by default.
For sure.
It's easy to get caught up in it all, and again, just never be too big for your own britches. Just approach everything with gratitude, and that's all you can do.
You absolutely do that. So.
Thank you. I really, you have to
thing.
make an effort to do it, because you're always looking at the next big thing, and you forget to just be like, no, like the 20 people that came to your show
Oh yeah, they did this
on a
amazing
Thursday
thing for
night,
me, right?
like, that's huge.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I don't know, you just gotta be grateful for it all, and it all just works out.
I love that.
How do your songs reflect Appalachian values, you know, family, storytelling, those kind of things?
There's definitely some church in it, and I feel like there's a church on every block in Appalachia at some point.
We're real
In
good at
every
that.
holler,
Yeah,
on every avenue.
So I mean, like, it's weird because I struggle with this, because when you think Appalachia, you think banjos and mandolins and acoustic guitars and stuff, and there's some of that in my music, but I don't know. There's like, it's weird because, like, you feel like if you're not in those circles that are making like more country stuff, like, you kind of get overlooked.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I guess I actually take joy in not being like, I don't want to say I'm gonna get bullets shot at me for this. I just don't want to be another country band that sounds the same as someone else.
Right.
Because
I get
I mean,
that.
I hear that so much, and no shots fired, no hate, no
Right.
harm, no foul. But I take joy and say, yeah, I make Appalachian rock that is feel good music. Like, I take pride in that.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be what you're used to hearing. That's awesome.
I love that, yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
think about even the history of music. Rock at one point, it'll never happen, it'll never make it. Yeah, it's still going pretty strong, you
I was
know.
gonna say, there's a lot
Yeah.
of people that would say otherwise.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. So tell us about your latest single, what inspired it, and is it your favorite so far?
The Fourth Avenue single, I wrote it all about all the people and places and things I see downtown Huntington every single day. But I will be honest, I wrote it when I was mad at somebody. And I was doing something like truly important to me at the time, and working on this video project. And they tried to disrupt it. And I'm not going to name names because it's dumb and they're irrelevant anyway. But like, that's where Another Loser on Fourth Avenue came from. And it's like, that's all you had to do with yourself is disrupt like my life.
Right.
Like, you
Right.
you have a whole life to live, and you're choosing to disrupt mine.
Just to be a jerk for no
Just
reason.
yeah, like what's the point? So, yeah, I like Fourth Avenue a lot. Is it my favorite song off the new batch of songs? It's up there.
I feel like, I mean, your storyline for why you wrote the song obviously makes perfect sense, but you can go deeper with it. I feel like I think that's why I'm drawn to that song.
I mean, I don't know, like, I think when you get older, you stop dreaming. And that's what the chorus says, I don't think I dream anymore.
Yeah.
And going back to the nostalgia thing, it's like, when we were kids, we didn't even realize, like, that was the good old days.
Oh.
Yeah.
We didn't even realize it.
Yeah, we had
And-
no clue.
What do we do now?
Yeah, like, and you're always, I think the older you get, I mean, I'll be 35 this year. I think the older you get, you try to find that, like, you just want to time where it's like, man, life is good.
Yeah.
And not that life is bad. You know, we have food in our bellies and clothes, and
Right.
It's a new version of good.
Yeah, yeah.
But also new versions of bad.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
You don't realize it until you're out of it, and you're like, man, I want to go back. And that's what it says, you know, well, you know, the things I'd give to find that place again. Like, I'm just searching for that feeling
Yeah.
That's
again.
my favorite line.
Thank you. That's
We
awesome.
were talking
We
about it earlier
really
today.
did. We were talking about that.
Just some random rapid fire, lightning round kind of stuff. One song that you wish you had written.
Oh, Lord. There's a song by a band called Houndmouth called My Cousin Greg. I wish I could write that one. I wish I could. Or, actually, let me go way past that. Human Nature by... It's Toto
Oh,
wrote
that's awesome.
Toto wrote Human Nature,
Yes.
but Michael
Yep.
Jackson performed it.
Yes.
If only
Both
I had
phenomenal.
if only I had any of that talent. Oh my gosh.
Great choice.
Yeah,
Great
that's
choice.
awesome. So, how about Dream Festival to play?
Bonnaroo is up there. Even though I technically was on the stage at Bonnaroo, it was just like a little tiny side stage that
Sure.
was like you signed up for this thing and you might have got chosen. So I technically did play at Bonnaroo, but not on the bill.
Right.
Anything at Red Rocks is on the list. As far as like a big festival, I mean, what's the big one in Lexington that not Bourbon and Beyond? Railbird.
Railbird.
That's I would love to be a part of Railbird.
I could see it.
There's no doubt you'll be there. I don't believe that.
I think as long as
majorly.
that continues,
Yeah.
I think that you
There's no
absolutely
doubt in my
will make
mind.
it.
I'm gonna keep bugging them till they say yes.
That's right.
We'll help you. What's something that fans would be surprised to learn about you?
Ooh, I'm a nerd. All the band are nerds actually. Like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I have video game tattoos. I'm actually.
I'm gonna have to inform my son that he's a nerd. I don't know if you know.
I used to be heavy into competitive. It was a game called Rocket League. It's like basically soccer with cars.
Yeah.
So, that's me. Yep.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
me. I'm also a people person, but I'm also like, I get nervous a lot.
I feel that 100%, but I take medicine for that.
There you go. There we go.
This one's a little deeper, but still rapid fire. If you could send a message back to yourself 10 years ago, what would it be?
Oh man, it'd be a novel.
Yeah.
How do I say this eloquently? Don't worry about girls so much. The right one will come along, and quit. Spend more time with your parents.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at them for trying to help you. What else? I could write a whole novel at this point. Try
all
hard.
wonderful.
Do more things. Quit being so scared.
Yeah.
Just try.
Solid advice.
Just do things. No one remembers that
Yeah.
you failed something or don't. You know what I mean? Just do things.
I
Just
love
do
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out.
Go mode. Just do
Yeah,
it.
just go.
Gotta go with it.
I love it. Well, gentlemen, church has been wonderful today.
Got a little deep
I have
today.
enjoyed every second of it.
Absolutely.
Thank you again, Alan, for being here.
Thank
we
you, guys.
appreciate
Seriously,
you.
thank you so much.
And
guys.
everybody at home, you have to go listen to literally every song
All of
that
them.
Mr. Corduroy Brown has because they're all wonderful. You'll hear in their Kindred Valley again. I'm fangirling. They're wonderful. The genre is wonderful. We have a good time going to all these festivals. We've been to a few that you've played at, and we're just thankful that people like you are out here doing what you do for our enjoyment.
That's all right. You keep supporting, you keep pushing for us back here.
I appreciate it more than you guys know, truly.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, we are out of here.
Thank you all.
Thanks for listening to the Tri-State Time Machine, brought to you by Alex R. White, PLLC, at SueDistractedDriver.com. If you have a memory you want Vanessa to talk more about, just send her an email at tstm@mail.com or post a comment on the Tri-State Time Machine Facebook page. Did you like the episode? Be sure to share it with friends and family. It's the only way we can continue this fun work that we do. You can find a link in the show notes that you can use to share it. And be sure to let our sponsors know you like the podcast as well. Their contact information can be found in this episode's show notes.